All right, I'm C. Will. It's Larry, and welcome to another episode of Good Conversation Podcast. We got Mr. J.IVY on the
J.IVY, bro.
podcast.
J.IVY, bro.
Grammy Award-winning poet,
Yeah.
producer. Man, you work with Kanye West.
Yeah.
Probably many other legends in the industry. Man, we're glad to have you here, man.
Man, my pleasure, man.
All
Great
right.
to be here, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so man, just tell us how you got your start.
Man, so I started in high school, man. I had this teacher named was Argue. What I learned is you're not going to argue. Somebody just argue. So it was my junior year. She had the class write a poem for homework. And then I go home, write what I thought was a silly little poem. I want to go outside and hoop. So I'm like,
You look like a hooper
just right,
too.
you know,
You look like a
right.
hooper.
Write this little poem. I was like, I ain't never had no handles. I ain't had no handles, but yeah, I wrote this poem for the class the next day, expecting to turn in my homework, and she made everybody read that poem in front of the class. After class, she gave me an A, and then asked me to do the show, and I was like, I'm not doing no show. And then a few weeks went by, she approached me again and said, last time I asked you to do a show, you faked me out. I got another one. This time I asked you, you have to do it. So she made me do a show. First time on stage, I got standing ovation. And I was like, Miss Ari, you won the next show. Yeah.
Yeah, so you from Chicago, right?
Yeah,
Man,
Chicago.
I've been doing my homework.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, you work with Kanye West.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. How was that?
Yeah, man, it was incredible, man. I had the opportunity to do a record with Kanye and J.IVY on Kanye's first album. The College Dropout. The record was called Never Let Me Down.
That's a classic poem, bro.
Man,
That's a classic
you, man.
poem, bro.
It's a blessing, man. Like you know, Cootie. If you ever see Genius, Cootie was one who called me about the record. Like Kanye had a song with him and Jay-Z. Want to put a poet on it, and I told him he put J.IVY on. I'm like, man, stop playing, man. Like,
Wow.
you know, so it was one of those moments, and he's like, you need to get to LA tomorrow. I was like,
Wow.
oh, I was like, you for real?
Yeah.
So, man, I started writing and got stuck. So I was like, God, I need a piece right now. I was like, please give me one right now. Put my hand back to the page. And I was writing. Called him back in 10 minutes. Like, listen to this. So,
Touch of God rains out, bro.
touch of God rains out, man.
Hey, tell her, man.
Yeah. So it was great, man, working with like Kanye, man. Ye, he a genius, bro.
Yeah.
He a genius. Visionary. It's great working with him. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So in your own words, kind of explain the importance of this conference as far
Yeah.
as black men, business owners starting that,
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. Kind of explain.
Yeah, man. I think with anything, it takes a village, you know. So we're all geniuses in our own right. We're all gifted and blessed, but you know, no man does it alone. So it's important that we continue to connect, network, know who's doing what, so we can, you know, if we need to call, we need help, we have a question, or there are resources that we can help. You know, we need to know who's doing what
And where to go.
Where to go.
Yeah,
Where to
where to
go.
go.
So, yeah.
For somebody who's on the creative path, let's say somebody who's good at poetry writing, you know what I mean? But they're like, and I don't know where to start. I don't know how to connect with nobody. What advice would you give?
Man, I think it starts with just letting people know who you are and what it is, what you do. So for me, like my start was, I just loved it so much. So I was like, where can I go to perform? So anywhere I can go, whether it's an open mic or go to perform at church or call a friend, like listen to this poem, or just wherever I could find those opportunities to get people to listen. That's what I was doing. I was just kind of letting people know, you know. And then what I learned is like one opportunity will lead to the next, will lead to the next. So you know, so it's important. And it was a lot of network, like with this, even with entrepreneurship and with businesses, you know, and the arts is the same. Like you got to get out, meet people, connect, network. Because what I found over the years is people like somebody may want a poet, they call who they know. So, oh, I know Jay.
Right.
You know, so I definitely want to commend Dr. Tim Lampkin for putting this together, because I mean we need more, need more things like this. We need LPS. We need moments where we come to see ourselves,
Yeah,
you know,
see
to be a
ourselves.
mirror, yes, yeah, you know, just see each other and be proud of who we are and build and move together.
Wow, man. So I researched you, man, and I'm a Pisces.
Yeah,
Hey,
Pisces,
Oh,
man,
my
you
goodness.
a Pisces, man.
Yeah.
So you got that good energy, man.
You know how we do. You know how we do, man.
So I had to
I
put
don't want
that
to
in.
hear that. I don't want to hear that. I ain't worried about
You
that.
know how we do, man. Pisces in the house, man.
Pisces, definitely in the house, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I want to ask you, man, about your new project that you got.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Tell us
man.
about it.
So I'm super proud of this. One's called The Poet Who Sat by the Door. And it just recently won a Grammy in the Best Spoken Word album category. So it's the album. I wanted to create a masterpiece, and I reached out to folks to help with doing that. Because again, you can't do it on your own. So the album features Sir the Baptist, Tari Teray, John Legend, Slick Rick, Ledisi, Music Soul Child, Dion Cole, Maurice Brown, P.J. Morton, The Last Poets, Sonny Patterson, Omari Hardwick, Ursula Rucker. I
So
think
your
that's
German,
everybody.
that's diversified. You got
Yeah.
everybody on there.
Yeah, I wanted to create something special and just show people another version of poetry. Like, okay, this is my opportunity to paint this poetic picture, and then the poet who sat by the door is all about us persevering and us moving forward, and you know the struggles that we still deal with today as Black folk in America and in the world, and but it's all centered around love, you know, just perseverance. So yeah, if you haven't heard it, go check that out. The Poet Who Sat by the Door by J.IVY. Streaming everywhere.
I listened to some of your stuff last night, man.
Thank you, man.
I was blown away, man. I have another question I want to ask you. What made you say, I'm not gonna work, I'm not gonna go work
9 to 5.
9 to 5 like
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna take this serious. What made you?
Man, I just loved it. Like that first time on stage, like I was that kid who was I lacked confidence and had low self-esteem. So to be someone who felt that way and to get on stage in front of a room full of strangers and have the room stand up clap for you, it was an eye opener, and my life literally changed in a moment. So then I would you know, looking for that feeling again, I would go and do different shows, and it was just I just fell more and more in love with this art. It just kept feeding my soul. I'm like, man, I love this. So I didn't really look at it as a
Occupation
at first. You know, I remember did this show and somebody gave me $25. Wow. And I was like, you gonna give me money to do this? Like I was really in shock. I was like in shock, like oh man, I'm gonna get me some arrows, put some gas in my car.
Right.
But I was really in shock. So it was an eye opener that I could pursue this. I could make this a living. I could live from art. And then, you know, the opportunities kept growing and growing and growing. And the love has never gone away. And it was always like, man, if I'm able to do this now, what can I do with this? You know, next? Yeah, like I was always curious to see what I could do with it. And then at the same time, just seeing how many lives it was touching and people I was impacting, as well as my own life. It was very healing. So to do something that's very healing, and then to see it have that effect on other people, man, it's amazing.
And watch it grow.
Yeah, watch it grow, man. And I know definitely when you first starting out in anything, you know, you don't know where it's gonna take you.
Yeah.
You know, you have those moments where you kind of doubt. Okay, I don't know if you know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. I have a quote, and it's so on my album, first record is called Listen. And there's a quote that says, "Instincts are the seeds of our purpose." Like not knowing, you know, you don't know, and but your instincts kind of guide you,
kind of take over.
And you get signs and then if you're courageous enough to go after those signs, or you trust enough to listen to your instinct and go, that sign to open up the door, and then okay, that moment leads to this moment. So instincts are the seeds of our purpose. We might not know, but those instincts, they help guide the way. And I always knew, like, it was just something just always in my gut, like, yo, this is what you're supposed to be doing. So, yeah, I just could never shake that feeling. So I remember, man, my last job was 02. So I was always doing my poetry, but you gotta support yourself.
Right.
I remember I was working at Dell Computers, and they used to have these commercials. And when you call the number on the commercial, you get me.
Yeah.
I ain't know nothing about computers. I messed your computer up. I'm sorry. but yeah, I remember I was working that job. And I did that poetry. And after doing that poetry, I come back to work, and I'm hyped, telling all my coworkers, yeah, I was on HBO. And then my supervisor was like, yeah, that's cool, but we got calls in queue. I was like, yeah, like, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta dedicate all my time, love, and passion to this. And I just roll the dice and see what happens. Taking leaps of faith.
That's amazing.
I gotta ask you this, man. You wanna spit something for us?
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, you gonna put him on the spot like that, bro?
I got
You gonna put him on the spot like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I did this earlier. I did some Dream Big. Say you can't block your blessings. When they come your way, you gotta be ready to receive. You gotta shake off the fear and believe, because at times we're tested to see how strong we really are, how far we really go. There's an army growing, but you can't join unless you know what you're fighting for. Because if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything, so stand tall. Know that you can't walk until you crawl, you can't run until you walk, you can't fly without a running start. So pump your arms when you come off the blocks, and it won't do you no harm to come off your block. Get out and see the world, because everyone has their own mountaintop. It wasn't promised to a few, promised to those who knew. So climb the way you breathe and never stop. Inhale your best, exhale the BS. Keep on keeping on. See where you're going and work on getting there. Don't hate on others when others get theirs, because you go get yours. You gonna knock down your own doors. Know that God's gonna take care of you and yours. That's why miracles happen out of the blue. So know that, and remember that can't nobody stop you but you. Because dreams don't come true, they are true. So dream big. Then after that, dream even bigger. So big that Martin and Coretta are up in heaven holding hands, smiling down on us with a tear in their eye, enjoying their heart, saying amen, amen. Amen.
Amen.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh
man, thank y'all. Oh man, what up?
That was so dope, man.
Appreciate that.
So we're gonna wrap it up like this, bro. Good Conversations is the name of our podcast.
Yeah.
Kind of explain in your own words what is good conversations to you. You do it all the time already.
To me, good conversations is a building block to the village that we're building and rebuilding, because it takes those moments of communication to connect and to discover and to add new perspective and ultimately build. We find our joy in it. We find our worth in it. We find our purpose in it. So to me, a good conversation is being unafraid to, one, be open, but also be willing to listen as well. So I think we need more good conversations, and I'm grateful for y'all brothers inviting me on to have a good conversation, and for all the good conversations y'all having with folks out there in the world, because it's needed.
Thank you, sir.
And we started with a dream.
Yeah.
And man, it was our dream to get people like you and our privilege, man, to share that good conversation with the world.
Man,
You just made our dream.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate.
Let everybody know where we can find you at, and follow you, and all that.
Yeah. So Instagram, Twitter, the letter J_IVY. That's J_IVY. Hit me up, and make sure y'all go get that album. 30% about those. Link is in the bio, and website j-ivy.com. You can catch me breakdancing on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock at the Heroes on Sunday night. And I'm just playing. Yo, it's your man J.IVY. Here with C. Will and Larry, and you locked into good conversations.
Let's go.
Let's keep the combos going, y'all.
Let's go. That's you, bro.
Yeah.